Welcome back to I Try Games, a channel where I try games so you don't have to. My goal is simple, to help you decide if a game is worthy your time and most importantly, your money. Today, we are diving into Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, the 2025 remaster of the 2008 classic, developed by Team Ninja and built on Unreal Engine 5. This game attempts to bring back the fast-paced, ultra-challenging action of the original while improving visuals and performance. Does it light up to the legacy of Ninja Gaiden? Is it truly worthy the $50 price tag? Let's break it all down. Graphics and art style. The game presents a visually impressive mix of traditional Japanese architecture and modern cityscapes, blending ancient samurai-era castles and futuristic skyscrapers. Textures are crisp and detailed. Though some areas could still use more polish, the lighting and shadows, especially at night, stand out. Lamps cast dynamic shadows and the moonlight creates a stunning atmosphere. Examples of graphics quality. Imagine walking through a rain-soaked Tokyo street at night, neon lights reflecting off the pavement while your ninja silhouette moves between the glow. The contrast between traditional and modern Japanese creates a striking aesthetic, giving the game an almost cinematic look. The game runs at 4K resolution with 60 FPS, though minor frame drops have been reported during intense fights. Some textures could be sharper, especially on characters' models, but overall, the visual upgrade is substantial compared to the original. My score will be a 8 out of 10. Animation and character movement. While the graphics are impressive, animations don't always match the same level of polish. Ryu moves fluidly, performing seamless cartwheels, aerial spins, and wall runs, making combat visually exciting. However, enemy ragdolls sometimes glitch, with floating or twitching dead bodies breaking immersion. Example of animation issues. I encountered an enemy who got his head chopped off but kept floating in middle of the air. His body is stiff like a mannequin. Moments like this are funny but take away from the realism. Attacks animation are brutal and fast, making each strike feel impactful. The frame transitions between moves are smooth, preventing combat from feeling clunky. However, compared to modern action games, some enemies' reactions could be more realistic. Instead of naturally falling, they sometimes stiffen up like action figures. So my score here, it will be 6.5 out of 10. Combat and mechanics. The core gameplay is pure, relentless action. There are no puzzles or exploration elements, just straight up combat. You are constantly on the move, dodging, countering, and executing deadly combos. Fights are brutal and fast-paced, requiring mastery of blocking, dodging, and countering. There is a great variety of enemies, from fireball-throwing ninjas to those wielding eclipse scythes, keeping battles fast and challenging. Examples of combat mechanics. One of my favorite moves is the tornado drop. Ryu grabs an enemy, spins violently in the air, and slams them into the ground. Another cool movement was fighting a ninja missing both legs, who still managed to throw shurikens at me before crawling up to self-destruct. The camera control is one of the biggest complaints. In chaotic fights, you constantly need to manually adjust the camera, or you will be blinded by an enemy behind you in your back. My score here it will be a 7 out of 10. Lore and story. The story follows Ryu Hayabusa, a master ninja on his mission to stop demonic forces threatening the world. Ninja Gaiden has never been about deep storytelling, but rather an excuse for badass action. That being said, the world building is intriguing with a mix of Japanese mythology, dark magic, and brutal revenge themes. I will give that a 7 out of 10. Difficulty and challenge. If you've never played Ninja Gaiden before, be prepared to die a lot. Even on easy mode, enemies are relentless and require precise timing to defeat. Learning how to block, counter, and manage enemy waves is critical to survival. The AI is aggressive, making fights feel intense and rewarding. The boss battles are brutal, with each one requiring a unique strategy to overcome. Example of difficult. If you guys can see at the beginning of the game, I put it in like extremely difficult, and I was dying multiple times. It was hard for me to like be protecting, defending myself, and the ninjas, the NPCs were attacking me from multiple angles, multiple sides, and at some point they were killing me. So I gotta say that this game is really difficult. For the difficulty of the game, I will give a 9 out of 10. Music and sound design. The soundtrack is fast, intense, and energetic, keeping the adrenaline pumping. It blends traditional Japanese instruments with electronic beats and heavy metal influences, similar to Devil May Cry or Metal Gear Rising. While not an orchestra masterpiece, the music perfectly fits the game's fast combat and enhances the overall experience, so I gotta say this is an 8 out of 10. Controversies and character design. One major discussion point in the design of female characters, which retains the over-the-top, sexy aesthetic seen in other games, anime and manga. Some people criticize this as out of date, while others appreciate it as part of Ninja Gaiden's old school charm. Regardless of opinion, this style has become rare in modern gaming, making it notable talking point. So I would probably don't score this, but this is something that I really appreciate, that is still as part of the essence of Ninja Gaiden. Replayability and game modes. The game is single player only, with no multiplayer or cooperative modes. Unfortunately, it does not include a new game plus mode, which means you will need to restart from scratch if you want to play again. It's fun to replay at higher difficulty levels, but with no additional content, some players might lose interest after a single playthrough. So I will probably give a 6.5 out of 10. Price and value. Is it worth it $50? At $50, this game sits in a gray area. It's not quite a full remake like Resident Evil 4, but it's also not a simple remaster. If you are a die-hard fan of the series, it might be worth it. However, if you are new to the franchise, I would recommend waiting for the price to drop to $30. My score will be 6.10. Final verdict. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is a fun but brutal, challenging remaster. It is a great nostalgia trip for long-time fans, but some technical issues and lack of new content hold it back from being a must-buy at full price. My final scores are graphics 8 out of 10, animation 6.5 out of 10, mechanics 7 out of 10, difficulty 9 out of 10, lore 8 out of 10, music 7 out of 10, replayability 6.5 out of 10, and pricing 6 out of 10. Overall score, I would say like it's a 7 out of 10 game. If you are a fan of challenging action games and love punishing combat, this might be worth it picking up. But for casual players, waiting for a discount is the smarter move. Would you like to play Ninja Gaiden 2 Black at full price, or are you waiting for a sale? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and if you guys would like me to play other games and give you my feedback for further games, let me know in the comments as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.